Welcome back to another episode of the Filmaholic. This is our happy hour episode. I have Ethan here with me, and we're going to talk about this week's movie news and some topics that came out involving film, not necessarily about a film, in terms of our first topic here. But we're just going to dive right into it. The first topic is going to be Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, or as I like to say, this is the fan fiction ending. So we had several different topics come out this past week. I guess the first one is that Palpatine is a clone, apparently.
Yep. It's pretty close.
Yeah. So apparently, all of a sudden, the books came out, the Rise of Skywalker book. I thought this would have came out back when the movie came out, but I guess they were trying to keep the spoilers hidden, so they're going to release it now when the Blu-ray is going to come out soon. Don't know why you would get the book at this point, but
trailer gave away all the spoilers.
Anyways, yeah, the book's coming out, and in the book, I guess people got the book early, and they've released this stuff to the public. And there's a scene there's a part in the book where Kylo, when he first meets Palpatine, he says, "You're a clone," and the Palpatine says, "More than a clone, less than a man." What do you make of this?
I have no idea what's happening. I don't know what any of this Rise of Skywalker stuff means. And
we have two more topics in terms of this movie. So.
They should just give up with this movie. Like, people have seen it and they've made their minds up about it. And nothing's going to change.
Exactly. I don't know why adding this in the novel. Why would you do that at this point? And that's such that was one line in the book that you could have had in the movie to make it where we get he's sort of a clone. Because in terms of the movie, there's no indication that he's a clone. It's like, this is his body, come back. Or we don't know what really, we don't have any explanation in terms of the movie what's going on, but there's no hint that he's a clone, in my opinion, other than there being a clone tank with Snoke in it. But that just leads me to believe he created Snoke.
But if he's a clone, why does he got to be hooked up to all that stuff?
Less than a man, dude.
Yep. Well, okay.
I don't know, because it's a clone body with Palpatine's actual spirit inside the clone body. So it actually is Palpatine, but the body is a clone. But what I don't understand is, why would did you go out and find his corpse in the remains of the Death Star and clone it?
There's no corpse.
I mean, it fucking blew up, so I would assume not.
It's done.
But okay, so his body, I don't think had any legs. He was just floating there.
I don't know.
His hands were burnt to a crisp.
It's a terribly made clone.
But yeah, awful. You would think that he would make the clone what he looked like in maybe Phantom Menace at least.
Oh.
Or,
Didn't know.
At least Revenge of the Sith. I mean, come on. And that was pretty bad, but
didn't upgrade himself at all.
No. I don't understand. And so then it goes even further. The next topic here is that so it said that Rey does not have a grandmother, because it's been conversation. Who did Palpatine have a kid? Who did he meet and have sex with to have a kid? That's just a creepy thought. Apparently he didn't. He just created a clone of himself that failed and became his son. That makes no sense whatsoever. Because for one thing, the actual clone that he's possessing looks like shit. So why didn't he possess that actual one that looked fine, that didn't look like him either?
Gotta look like him. Gotta carry the name. Gotta carry the image.
So I guess this clone had a mind of its own too, and the one that he's taken over, and it just went out and had a kid with another lady, which became Rey.
No, all this is all bogus.
Yeah.
I believe nothing I'm getting told.
And the last one I want to talk about here is that, and this is one that you sent me, was that the kiss between Kylo and Rey was not romantic. It was not any kind of romance between their characters. It was just their Force connection.
Yep.
That's why they kissed.
It's a friendship.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna kiss you like that. So
No,
I'm sorry.
no, well, not friends, I guess. I'll just save your life.
I don't.
I'll be sure not to save your life.
Okay.
Apparently, that's how they do it.
That's how they do it.
Far, far away, a long time ago.
I honestly, when you sent me this article, I thought they were going to try to like connect it, explain somehow why like Luke and Leia kissed.
Oh.
I thought they were going to try to connect it back to that. I was be like,
but not yet.
Not yet.
We
still have a whole book to read.
Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get that next week. They'll let us know. It's just all this is ridiculous. All this news.
It all is, and I'm confused what's going to happen next. You know.
I don't wait to buy the steelbook anymore.
I'm not either. I made the decision after you sent me that thing about the kiss. I was like, I'm honestly pretending this movie didn't happen.
I don't know. I haven't decided. Like, I feel like I don't know if I want to have it, but then it's going to annoy me not having it.
To a degree, yes. But, you know, if they take all the stuff and go back in the past and that's what they're focusing on moving forward, and, you know, if that stuff turns out to be good and that's still in the past, then, like, I can still have episode 8 as my last film. What's going to annoy me, though, is if they make movies like, if they make an episode 10 later down the line and it's good and then I don't have episode 9 on Steelbook. That's going to annoy me.
You might as well get it to be safe.
But I don't want to spend $40 on it. On a shit movie.
I've got my Best Buy points, so I don't have to actually pay for it. I told you to get the credit card a while back. You could have saved up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you got to support Disney.
I don't know. It's like I could get the Target one or whatever, but it's not going to be Steelbook.
Nope.
And then literally all of my other Star Wars films are Steelbook. So.
Let's get the DVD.
Yeah. You guys have a VHS copy I could get?
Well, they're bringing it back.
Might as well.
You're not going to watch it anyway. You might as well get the VHS.
I know. I'm not going to watch it again. You know? I mean, maybe if there was a director's cut or something, like they were rumored, but that's not actually real.
You want
like
if
there was a director's cut that had all of the shit from the novel in it and explained it all, I'd be curious to watch it. Because at least, like, you'd be explaining to me what happened. But, you know.
I'm scared to watch it again.
Yeah, I bet. Because you gave it higher than I did.
What did
you end up with?
I never went to see it again because I'm not sure. Like, initially, I was thinking, like, maybe like a 3.5. And then
you think it's good.
I kept thinking about it. I liked it. Some parts. But now I'm like, well, if I watch it again, this might be like a 2.
I liked one scene.
And you said it didn't even make sense.
I mean, if you sit there long enough and think about it, it doesn't make sense. But, you know, I'll get past it and pretend it does make sense because, you know, I do like the scene. But
I just don't know how he got off that ship, though.
He found a TIE fighter, dude.
Yeah.
It was one from the Empire days. It was in the water. He found it. And he raised it up out of the water and got in it and left.
I guess that answers that, then.
Yeah, I just answered it for you. Okay.
Now I'm definitely going to buy it.
What?
I'm definitely going to buy it now that I know that.
I mean, Luke raised that one out of the water. It'd been there like 6 years, or however long. And it was still good. I bet it really stunk when she flew to Exegol.
It has some air fresheners in there.
I guess. The next topic here is which one we want to talk about next? Let's talk about No Time to Die was pushed back to November. It was supposed to come out next month in April, pushed back to November because they're afraid of the coronavirus.
Yeah, I don't know what that's going to do in November, but
It's gonna be gone by then. Mike Pence has a plan.
Yep.
So it's gonna be cured by November.
I would rather
Everyone's gonna be dead, one or the other.
So I would rather be released in November anyway. So
I mean, I feel like most of the James Bond movies had came out in November, hadn't they? At least I know Spectre did.
Skyfall did too.
Skyfall. I want to say.
I mean, I don't know about Quantum of Solace, but there was like a writer's strike for that.
Pretty sure Quantum Solace was summertime.
That's why it was bad.
Probably.
But I mean, November's better anyway. So
I think so, but I don't know why you wait till a month before to push it back. It's kind of annoying.
they just found out about the virus.
Just found out. I don't know. Like, they're not pushing Black Widow back.
No.
Disney doesn't care.
Nope.
Here's another topic that you will be interested in here. Because you're fans of The Last of Us, right?
Yeah, I like the game.
So it's getting a TV series on HBO. What do you think about that?
It's about time.
Are you happy it's a TV series and not a movie?
Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff in the game that you could skip over if you just did a 2-hour movie. There's a lot of the world they can explore and go over, a lot of flashbacks. But the casting is crucial.
I don't think you're going to get the cast you wanted, though, without being a movie.
Not anymore, probably.
Didn't you want Hugh Jackman?
Yeah, I did want Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get him.
But, I mean, right now, I would still settle for, like, Keanu Reeves or Chris Evans if they were interested.
I could see Chris Evans. I think that would be cool. I don't know if I could see Keanu Reeves.
I'd be fine with it.
But, I mean...
Or Hugh Jackman. I mean, Adam Driver. Not really old enough, I guess.
Yeah, they could do it.
He's got to get a beard, though. I don't think I've seen him on one before.
What did he have a beard in? He's had a beard outside of movies. I feel like just in like real life. It's been a couple things he's been in that he had a beard. That one, was it Don something?
Didn't watch it.
He had a beard in that.
I'd have to look at it and see.
And but I mean, it's like a small. It's not like what you're talking about with the beard, probably.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It depends on who all they get. I mean, it's probably going to be a miniseries, though.
I would assume.
Can't imagine it being like 2 or 3 seasons. I mean, it depends on.
I don't know.
Second game also when it comes out.
Is this HBO like regular HBO or is this HBO Max?
It's all the same.
Is it? Or is it?
I would think.
Is HBO becoming HBO Max?
Probably because they have like HBO Now, but like it's the same stuff. Like I think HBO is just like when it airs on television, like their schedule. Because they have like the rights to other movies and stuff. Like right now, whatever movies they have like a schedule, like a regular television channel. So I would imagine to be available like across the board.
We also had the Greyhound trailer come out today, which from your reaction over text, I take you didn't like the trailer?
I don't know who liked the trailer.
I liked the trailer.
Did you? Oh, wow. Well, it reminded me of that Midway movie that came out last year.
Yeah, but this has Tom Hanks in it.
That's the only difference.
So it elevates it a little bit.
It looked bad. Definitely out of the award contention for this year's Oscars.
Go back. It looked what?
It looked bad. Visuals were bad.
I don't know. I didn't think it looked that bad. I mean, was it tremendous? I don't know. It it wasn't like realistic Dunkirk or that vibe of war film, but I did. So I guess I get what you're saying in terms of like the Midway stuff, but I don't know, like the shots of the submarines coming out of the water and stuff like that. I liked it. The score really helped it for me. I really liked the score in the trailer, and I like Tom Hanks, so I feel like it's gonna be an okay movie. I don't think it's gonna be bad. I don't think it's gonna be good.
I don't know because he wrote the script too, so that doesn't help me out.
Is this the first time he's ever written a screenplay?
He wrote that Larry Crown movie that nobody watched. But even those he had help with, so this is his first on his own.
Hmm.
And the director's only done 2 things before.
What's he done?
I can't remember one. One of them was Get Low with Robert Duvall. I know I watched it, but I remember nothing about it.
Hmm.
So, very memorable director also.
Honestly, I thought this movie was about like the Greyhound bus when I saw the title. I didn't know it was about like, ships and stuff. Thought he's gonna be a bus driver in this one.
I thought it was a biopic about the company.
I don't know.
That probably would have been a better movie. Like, no, not happening.
I'm curious what the story structure is of the movie because it cuts back and forth within the film of him and that lady and which that's Elizabeth Shue, right?
That's Elizabeth Shue.
So it cuts back and forth between her and then obviously them on the ship fighting, and then also them on the ship not fighting, and like people, the bodies going into water and stuff. So I'm wondering if it's going to be like a straightforward narrative structure, or is it going to like be flashbacks and like what's going to be happening?
I took it as like that scene and stuff with her is going to be the beginning before he goes on the trip.
Okay.
That's what I took it as.
I hope so, because I don't want to see like that stuff being present day and be cutting back and forth between that and like what happened in the past, because I don't want to know that he made it out the ship alive already.
This is based on a true story? If it's based on a true story, I could just look it up and see what happens and skip the movie.
Yeah. You could do that.
So I might. If there's another trailer, I'll wait and see what I think about that. And if it still doesn't look good, I'll just.
I guess that's why I never watched the Sully movie. I was like, I know what happens.
That's what you think.
I guess.
But
I heard Sully they made up a whole like storyline that didn't ever happen in real life. So.
I wasn't there. I don't know.
If you say so.
You liked Flight?
Yeah, that's a fictional movie though. That didn't really happen.
No. Yes. It was about somebody landing a plane in a tricky predicament and then getting accused of doing it wrong. So.
But did Sully actually? I feel like that's what I looked at where it was like talking about that stuff as like that trial with him getting accused never actually happened in real life with Sully.
Well, according to Clint Eastwood, it did. So.
Well, he also thought that chair had Obama sitting in it.
He knew it had somebody sitting in it.
Who was it though? No one was asking those questions.
I don't trust his biopics very much. They're usually not good. So he's a good director, but you should stick to other stuff.
Oh well, I know you like the one on the train.
I hated the one on the train. I hated J. Edgar. That was bad.
That was bad. That's the only. Leo wasn't bad in it, but yeah, that was a bad Leo movie.
That was during that Army Hammer Renaissance that
was
on us. Yes, so good.
Jenna Fisher was in the one on the train too.
Just that was the best part of the movie was seeing Jenna Fisher. The only actress in the movie, I think. And everybody else, real people.
He made that other movie that nobody watched about like the singers.
Yeah, Jersey Boys.
Yeah, nobody watched that.
Nobody. So I mean, his his biopics aren't up there for me.
They're giving him money. Just God, make movies until you die, man.
It's never gonna happen. I guess I never watched Richard Jewell, so I can't say all his biopics are bad.
No, I'll watch it eventually because it has a really good cast, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, there could be something made up in that too. So.
Well, I heard that there was
Oh
some
dang!
stuff. Yeah.
It just
Stuff
doesn't
to
have.
do with Olivia Wilde's character.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I don't know if it was like made up or I think they had complained about the way it was shot in the movie,
Maybe, I don't know.
the way it portrayed her character.
Apparently, she like committed suicide in real life,
Oh well.
and they portrayed it differently. And I don't know. I haven't seen the movie or really know the true story. So,
Spoiler alert! Didn't know that.
well, yeah, she's not making it out of the movie.
Apparently.
Next topic. So Henry Cavill is rumored to be Wolverine in Captain Marvel 2. You really excited about this?
I'm pretty sure this is a trash rumor. I could possibly have believed it if you hadn't told me Captain Marvel.
That's where I'm leaning because I don't believe that he'd be in Captain Marvel 2.
And then like I don't know. I'm hoping Captain Marvel's still in the past.
See,
you set up a whole like thing with her and Ronan.
Right. So I would think that Captain Marvel 2 would be being either in the late 90s, early 2000s, and completely in space with her and Ronan.
Yeah.
But I actually don't think that's what they're going to do with Captain Marvel 2 anymore. Because when those reports came out that they're looking for the new director and they hired the screenwriter and everything, in that report, I think it said that, and maybe they were just speculating, but I think it said that it was supposed to be in present day.
I don't know. I hope it's not, because then you just wasted that.
And I think that's what you set up with Nick Fury at the end of Far From Home. I think that's going to tie into Captain Marvel 2.
Yeah.
And really, I mean, if you look at it too much, it's like, which I did want Captain Marvel 2 to be based in the past. But if it is, her and Ronan really can't do much because he survives. He's in Guardians.
Yeah, but you already threw it in there, so.
Right.
Why not?
Well, unless he's a Skrull.
Oh, man.
And Guardians.
What a twist. Wasn't him at all.
No.
Everybody could be Skrulls for all I know.
She could be a Skrull.
Yep. So. Hey.
I know. I thought about that when I was looking at the. I don't know. I just like, why would you introduce Wolverine in that movie? Because even if it's not in the past, even if it is in present day, I feel like Captain Marvel 2 is going to be completely in space.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I would do all of her solo movies, or at least her first trilogy, because I think she'll at least get a couple more solo movies after that. Like, I hope her first trilogy's in space. But you can't hear anything I'm saying.
I can hear you now.
Oh.
It cuts out for like 5 seconds at a time when it does.
No, I want all of her stuff in space for right now.
Yeah. I think that's probably a good idea. That way she can you can use her to her full potential, her powers, without affecting Earth and getting involved in all the other stuff. Because, I mean, she's on Earth and there's really no reason for all these other heroes. Like a Superman situation.
That's why we have Henry Cavill.
Yeah. I mean, to that point, I can start to believe, because they're not using him at Warner Brothers for Superman. Maybe Feige is taking a look at him, and they are exploring some options. And I mean, visually, I can see him playing Wolverine. Like visually.
Oh, well,
acting wise, I haven't seen that good a performance from him that I would say, yeah, give him a shot as Wolverine. But I also don't want Wolverine for a couple movies anyways. I don't even think he should be in the first X-Men movie. I think you should hold him back and bring him in the second X-Men movie.
Boot him in the after credit scene.
Yeah, I think I would save Wolverine and Magneto. Like, I would mention Magneto in the first X-Men movie, but I would save both him and Wolverine for the second movie and tease them in the after credit scenes. In the first X-Men movie, I would introduce Xavier and like what your like core X-Men team is, led by like Cyclops and Jean Grey and all of them. And maybe have like Mr. Sinister as the villain because we haven't seen him yet. Show that in the first movie and then set up the stuff we already know for the second film.
I want the Dark Phoenix movie first, straight out the gate.
You're never getting that again, dude. They've done it twice now, for some reason. The same thing. And I don't know, like, The Last Stand was worse, but given that we had already seen it, I don't know why you did it again. Did you watch Dark Phoenix?
Yeah, I saw it before you did.
I thought you did, but I wasn't sure. Like,
yeah, I saw it in theaters.
It's just, don't know why it was made. It's boring.
I like parts of it.
I gave it like a 2.5. Like, it wasn't terrible, but I don't know. I don't understand.
Jessica Chastain brought it down because her character was terrible.
Awful. And it was a made-up character. Like, it wasn't even from the comics.
It was just an alien.
Yeah.
With no explanation. Just an alien.
And the best parts of the movie, and like I feel like the best parts of the last at least two movies, was Magneto.
Yeah.
Who was only
the whole 20th Century Fox X-Men. It's always been Magneto or Fassbender.
Well, I mean, First Class and Days of Future Past especially were really good on their own.
First Class is the best X-Men movie besides Logan. Still, Days of Future Past makes no sense at all.
You need to rewatch the movie, dude.
I just rewatched them when you did, and it makes no sense to me. The whole movie.
What doesn't make sense?
Like, the timeline doesn't add up.
In terms of what?
Like, everything at the end, like, because it's supposed to fit into the reality, but then shape a new one. Like,
yeah.
This is no.
Yeah, they fixed it, and then at the end, everybody's alive again.
They ruined the whole thing.
I don't know. That movie made sense to me.
First Class forever.
A lot of the other ones didn't make sense though.
They weren't good. That's why they didn't make sense.
Yeah.
How they got made is what worries me.
Especially X-Men Origins, man.
I haven't rewatched that in years, and I don't want to.
I think I got rid of the Blu-ray. Maybe I don't know.
You bought the Blu-ray?
Okay, so it was a long time ago. It was when like I feel like when I first started getting Blu-rays, and I had a gift card, and it was a fucking waste, dude. I wasted that gift card on X-Men Origins, Wolverine, and Halloween 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
I remember 2009. I got like 3 copies of The Dark Knight for Christmas, and my dad took one back. And
2008.
I think I got it for Christmas the year after.
They waited a whole year. Damn.
Yeah. We took it back, and he's like, "Oh, you should get the Death Race with Jason Statham."
Yeah.
And I did, and it was terrible.
Oh, me and my dad went to see that in theaters.
Oh, nice. I should have just kept my other copy of The Dark Knight. Bad. Terrible experience.
I think I got rid of Halloween 2 and X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Because I think
I might have kept Wolverine just because I had the other 2 movies, but I know I got rid of Halloween 2.
Yeah, I feel bad because I think it was either Death Race or that Shia LaBeouf Eagle Eye movie.
Oh, I hadn't seen that since it came out. I should have got that one.
I had never seen it. I was like, oh, well, if you say Death Race, I guess I will switch it with that. And I feel bad.
Yeah, you should have got the Shia LaBeouf movie.
I betrayed.
I remember it being it was enjoyable.
I just watched Disturbia.
Well, if you're gonna watch that, just watch what's the movie? I had a Too many beers, man.
Rear Window.
Yeah, Rear Window. Not the one with Jimmy Stewart though. The one with the guy from played Superman, Christopher Reeves.
Bring your own wheelchair on the set.
Hey, man.
That's why you got the job.
Somebody watch the movie.
Maybe.
The next topic here is another Marvel-related topic. It's the Eternals. So I thought the Eternals was going to be in a prequel film. I thought it was going to be like all in the past. I thought that's kind of what they set up. It was like 1,000 years before everything else.
You were wrong.
So apparently the Eternals is actually going to be in present day, at least for the most part. And Kamel's character is going to be a Bollywood star here on Earth in present day. And like that's the story that's came out recently. What do you think about it?
I'm always going to be excited for this movie. So whatever. I think you're going to get a lot of like flashbacks, or at least I hope so.
Yeah, I would assume. But it's still overall, I guess it's in present day.
Yeah.
So like a lot of that doesn't make sense to me though, and like I'm sure they're gonna explain it, but like from what I was reading, it's like because when he was talking about his character being a Bollywood star, he was saying how like these people have been in hiding for all these years. So like what happened in terms of the snap with them?
I guess they could have got snapped.
Did they? And then the ones that didn't get snapped, they just like, we're not going to help out. We're not going to do anything. Not going to fight Thanos.
Well, it doesn't matter. Thanos lost. They didn't need their help. I don't know. Like I say, I'm still going to be excited for this movie. Solid cast, great director.
And I wonder too, with this whole news now, is this somehow the Eternals? Is that somehow going to tie into X-Men? I don't know much about the Eternals in general.
Wasn't Ego an Eternal?
Yeah. Well, I think so.
I don't know. I'm going to be there opening night, so I'll let you know.
I'm still more excited for Black Widow than the Eternals.
That's because you don't have a trailer yet.
I don't. You know, and maybe a trailer could come out and it shows me like Thanos is back alive, and I'm like, oh, cool.
Back her.
Yeah, bring back Ego or something. I don't know. Like the cast, it's got a good cast, but nobody in there really like excites me. I don't think.
Angelina Jolie. Man.
Yeah.
How dare you? That's an Oscar-winning actress.
Yeah. More excited for Black Widow still.
Well, she has one more Oscar than ScarJo does.
Well, ScarJo should have won 2 Oscars this year.
But she won how many?
Not really. Florence Pugh should have won one, and she should have won one. But you know, I would have been fine with her winning two Oscars.
Thomas.
What are you shaking your? Get out of here.
Oh man, I don't know with your Florence Pugh obsession.
The great actress.
She's got a good start.
You need to rewatch Little Women.
You only think she should win for Little Women for that one scene.
There was other scenes too.
That one scene.
There were other scenes that were good too.
If you take that one scene out, you still think she should win?
Well, that's hard to say. I mean, the other scenes in that movie were good though. I mean, but that was the best scene in the film. But like, you know, there's other scenes too where she talks to him at the end, Timothée Chalamet.
When she drowns was good.
That was good. The whole act, you know, the whole stuff with her burning the book. I thought it was a really good performance. It's still my number one choice, but I still think Scarlett Johansson was better in Jojo Rabbit than Thomas and the Skin.
Your disrespect. I don't have to take this abuse.
I'm gonna take this abuse much longer.
But no, I don't know. I like Florence Pugh, but I'm still more excited.
What are you trying to say then?
I'm still more excited for the Eternals, Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you still got to watch The Rider. Then you'll understand.
I guess. When are we getting the tourists too?
Hopefully 2021. I'll be there.
I won't.
I had that on DVD too.
Oh, I never owned that one. I just watched it one time. I think I rented it from Movie Gallery.
No, we went to see it in theaters.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
What year did that come out?
2010, I think.
Yeah, probably like 2007.
Saw it at Four Seasons.
I believe you.
I got my ticket. I got that one framed. That was my favorite movie.
Above your bed.
That's what I wake up to every day. Strive to make a movie that good.
Remember at the end, doesn't he take his face off?
No, but you find out he had surgery, so that wasn't his real face before.
I thought he had a mask on though. Doesn't he take it off?
No, he had surgery. That's why it looks different.
I'm gonna remember it as he took his face off at the end.
That's Face Off, is what you're thinking of.
I think I'm thinking of Mission Impossible when he's,
Yeah.
you know, Tom Cruise Tom Cruise takes off the Johnny Depp mask and it's him.
I would watch that movie.
Twist.
Now that's the sequel.
Yeah. Especially because you're not getting Johnny Depp back in the sequel.
You just kill him off and do like an opening scene where you explain that.
Yeah. I don't know. They were gonna do that Dark Universe too. I just thought about that. Tom Cruise and Johnny Depp were both gonna be in that franchise.
But he was gonna be the Invisible Man though. So
Yeah.
you don't have to see him.
I'm gonna go see that this weekend. Hopefully it's good.
I can tell you what happens if you want to save your money.
I'd rather you not.
You don't get to see the villain for a while, so that sucks.
Well, I mean, he is invisible.
Nobody liked my review on Letterboxd. I was depressed. Put some work into that.
Did people comment on it?
No, nothing.
Oh, okay.
Completely ignored.
See, we're saying it as a joke though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody.
I thought you were being serious.
Nope.
I was like, man, I don't think he got the movie.
I got the movie.
I don't think he understood what he was going to see.
Nobody got the joke, apparently.
I'm gonna go comment on it now. No, he's so funny.
4-star movie, but no, I didn't understand it.
I would have been 5 if you could see the guy.
But it would have been 5, but no villain, no extra star.
Do you think that they'll make other movies in the Dark Universe like this? Is there any possibility of that?
I can't tell you without spoiling something. So
Does it have other villains?
there's not other villains, but there's just stuff that happens.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't think they'll do a universe anymore. But they might make other movies like this. Well, you didn't hear that either.
He said there might be other movies.
Yeah, like because wasn't it announced that the director of Invisible Man signed on another contract with Universal and Blumhouse?
I don't know. So you think it's like Invisible Man 2, or is it like?
I don't know. I don't think it'll be Invisible Man 2. I hope it's more movies like that though, with bringing in those creatures, but like for a modern day audience.
Like a Dracula movie, a Frankenstein.
Yeah, like The Mummy or something. Bring back,
Don't do the Mummy again.
bring back Brendan Fraser, man. Part 4.
Part 3.
There is a part 3.
No.
It's got Jet Li.
No, that movie didn't happen.
I never watched it, but
I didn't either. It didn't have Rachel Weisz in it. The movie didn't happen.
well, The Rock's a big star now too, so you could bring him back.
Yeah, but there's like 15 Scorpion Kings. Now you got to org those too.
Just him. That's the only one I need to worry about.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever going to be the villain in a movie though, so you'll never see that.
That's what he said. He's never making a movie that ends badly.
Not for him.
Not for him, right?
He already did that. You got murdered. By Brendan Fraser of all people.
Which is curious, like what Black Adam's going to be.
No, he's going to be the good guy.
And Black Adam, but what about Shazam 2?
He'll be the good guy in that too.
Oh, okay. They'll team up.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. But yeah, I don't know. I hope there's more monster movies like that. But
well, the last topic we have right here is the Batmobile was revealed this week. We have 3 different shots of the Batmobile, and not only was the car revealed in these shots, but it also gave us the full look of Pattinson in the Batman uniform or the bat suit, with the cape, which we didn't see in the other shots on the motorcycle, because I know you were saying you thought he wasn't going to have the cape at all in this movie, which I was starting to believe, but then we got him with the cape in these shots, so which I'm happy about. But what do you think?
I don't care about the suit. Just give me the Batmobile.
Just a movie about the Batmobile.
I don't. Yeah, like Knight Rider, where the Batmobile talks.
Cool. Yeah. Christian Bale does the voice of the Batmobile.
Yeah, obviously.
Like him as Batman. I wonder how Pattinson's Batman voice is going to be.
I hadn't thought about it until right now.
The voice?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's going to be like his normal voice, or if he's going to change it, or it's going to be like the Ben Affleck one where it's like they auto-tune it. What's going on?
I don't know. I can't see him having like dark, raspy voice.
Yeah. But I don't really think they're going to go electronic either with it.
I don't know.
With his suit and everything. I really like how so far his suit, it looks like it's been inspired by Batman Year Zero and the new versions of Batman and stuff, which I like. But it also looks like, in terms of his suit and the Batmobile, that they're trying to take like the 60s Adam West Batman, take that and the old comics and stuff, and like put a modern dark spin on it. And I like that a lot.
I love the car. That's all I know.
I do too. Yeah.
It actually looks like a car, so that's nice. Like I liked Christian Bale's Batmobile, but you're not driving that down the street.
No, I mean I liked Ben Affleck's too. I thought that was a cool taking what Christian Bale's was and combining it with the old 90s or the 90s films as well. I thought it worked for what they were doing, but for a more realistic, grounded Batman, I think this car works perfectly. Because, like you said, it looks like a car. It definitely is a real car. Like, it looks like someone could have actually taken this and became Batman with the car and with the suit.
Well, it looks like an old Dodge Challenger. Like, at least from is what it looks like.
That's all a lot of people are saying. It's like Fast and the Furious Batman.
Oh, yes. Vin Diesel going to be in it?
Yeah. He's going to race Vin Diesel in the movie.
He's going to lose.
It was one thing I was watching or I was looking at. It was like it was Batman smirking and Vin Diesel's like, "What are you smirking for?" He's like, "I almost had you."
Nah. You almost had me. Nah, not even close.
So yeah, I mean, I like the car a lot. I like it. I like the suit. Um, I like the cape. I'm curious what all of these other characters are going to look like.
Hopefully, I can get some more teasers of those characters soon.
Hope so. I wonder who's going to be next. Who's going to be first as far as those teasers go. I would think the Riddler, since I think he's the main villain of the film, but it might be Catwoman as well.
Yeah, and then the two twins were cast this week, but nobody knows who they are yet.
Do you know anybody from the comics they could be?
There were like a couple things online, but nothing concrete.
Like, what were they? You know?
It's like they look like, honestly, like Cowboys was like the big one people were thinking, but I can't remember. They were like what comic they were from.
Right now, I'm thinking as far as the villains go, like Riddler's going to be the main villain of the film. I think Penguin's going to be the secondary villain. And I think they're really, if I had to guess right now, I'd say they're going to set Selina Kyle up as a big character on her own in the film, and then maybe have her become Catwoman at the end of the movie for like the final act, and then have her bleed into the next couple films versus having her as a big focus in this movie. I think it's really going to focus on the Riddler as the main villain and Penguin as secondary villain.
Yeah, especially if this is real early in Batman's career.
And if you follow that Batman Year Zero storyline, you know, you have Riddler as the main villain, and it also that comic also sets up Red Hood in it, who falls into the chemicals and becomes Joker later on. So I wonder if we'll see that in the movie as well. Like, will Red Hood be in the film? Because you don't have to cast anybody yet as the Joker. You could just have Red Hood in it and be working for Riddler, whoever, and have him fall in the chemicals and then bring him back later on.
I'm fine with that.
Which I still think Lakeith Stanfield is going to be the new Joker whenever we get the new Joker.
Think so? I don't know.
You don't? Not a fan?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know why I'm worried. I mean, I've never seen a bad performance from him, but I don't know.
I don't know. It's like we've had so many Jokers that I feel like they're going to do something different, and that is something different. So I was thinking that in general, anyways, because I think he also matches Pattinson's age, so I feel like it could be an interesting choice, and I've been thinking it, and then he came out and said that he wanted to be Joker too. Now, he said he wanted to be Joker in a Safdie Brothers movie, which I don't think is going to happen, but I don't want that to happen. But I don't want that to happen because I don't want another Joker movie, like unless it would take place after he appeared in a Batman movie. But I think
are going to direct a comic book movie.
I don't know.
I'll be surprised.
I mean, his pitch, like if the Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix hadn't happened, and they let them make a Joker movie with Stanfield, I think that they would do it, because that would be like them doing whatever they wanted with the character. But I don't know. Like they're not going to make a PG-13 one that fits in with Matt Reeves' Batman.
No, not even close.
Unless Matt Reeves' Batman is rated R.
Yeah, I can't see that happening either.
No, I don't think so. But
we're not taking it that far.
It'd be cool if it was.
Murder everybody.
Yeah.
But then you should get George Miller to direct the sequel.
Nah, dude, let him make the Justice League movie. He's wanted to make that Justice League movie forever.
Man, if they would just give him his money that he's owed for Mad Max, he could make the sequel to that.
Not gonna do it, dude. He's gonna die before the movie gets.
We're just holding off. We don't have to pay this guy.
This dude's like 83.
He is not that old.
How old is he?
I'm gonna look it up. There's no way he's. I'll be surprised if he's 60.
He's at least in his 70s. He's probably more like 75. But
okay, hold on. I don't think he's 60.
You don't think he's 60?
Man, he's 75. Never mind. Uh, I thought
Damn. You tell me this dude's the same age as Brad Pitt?
I thought he just grayed real early. Well,
whew, hard times.
I thought he just got gray real early in his life, like 7 or something, I guess. Well, guess I was wrong there.
They better make these Mad Max movies fast. That's all I'm saying. How long it takes to make one of those movies, and how intense those are.
Yeah, they're intense, all right.
And I mean, I know he wants to make one more Mad Max at least, and the Furiosa movie.
Yeah,
so that's a good 6 years at least, right there.
It's supposed to be Mad Max: The Wasteland.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really care about the Furiosa movie. I mean, I would watch it, but I'd rather see the Mad Max movie on its own.
I know, but I thought they were pushing the Furiosa movie first. Like you were gonna get that and then Mad Max Wasteland.
Well, they were, but I doubt you will now.
Now they're like, oh man, he only has one more movie in him.
Now that I know he's 75, yeah, I don't care about that Furiosa movie.
So make Happy Feet 3 first.
Well, hey, go for it, dude. Or Babe 3.
They're never making a Babe movie again. It's gonna be a reboot, if anything. That pig's not alive anymore.
You don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how long pigs live.
They could set it in the past.
Maybe they're like 50 years old. A 50-year-old pig coming back for the third film.
Got to.
It's tied in with Charlotte's Web. I don't know what's going on.
Well, Babe was nominated for Best Picture, so it could happen.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh man.
I'll look that up too. I'm pretty sure I saw it one day and I was as shocked as you were.
What was the other pig movie? Because I had two of them. I had Babe and I had another movie
Charlotte's Web.
that was like about a pig.
Charlotte's Web. I had a spider, but I mean Charlotte's Web. The main thing was a pig.
I wasn't Charlotte's Web though. It was something else.
Wilbur.
Yeah. Wait, are you telling me Wilbur was not? Never mind.
That was Charlotte's Web. Yeah, nominated for Best Picture.
No. It was his own movie. It was something else. What was? I don't have my phone. It's over there across the room. Look up other pig movies.
Wilbur was the name in Charlotte's Web. So
Okay, so it wasn't Wilbur then.
I'm telling you that.
There was another pig movie. I had it.
That Okja on Netflix?
No.
Sing had a pig.
No, this is like the 90s.
Oh, you're talking about Gordy.
Maybe that was it. Was it live
Yeah.
action?
Yeah, 95.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
I think
I
I
like
like
it.
that one better than Babe.
I don't know. It's probably on Disney Plus.
Oh, well.
Who voiced Gordy? I remember watching this now. I feel like it was like a big name. Wasn't
Probably
it?
like Michael J. Fox or something.
That's what I was thinking. Well, yes.
That reminds me, I need to revisit Stuart Little.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
I never watched the third one. It was animated.
You can watch the first two at least.
Yeah.
That's the second one's free on IMDb TV, so or both of them are, so you can watch them this weekend.
Stuart Little?
Yeah, both of them.
Nice.
IMDb TV, you can watch it with a couple of ads.
It's the only movie I ever dragged my grandparents out to see.
Hugh Laurie and Gina Davis, man.
Stuart Little 2. Not the first one.
Not the first one. Which one's the one with the boat?
That was the first one. That was
Oh.
the first one.
I don't know if I watched the second one then.
The second one had a bird in it.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I remember the
I
first
just remember every 5 minutes my grandpa had to go outside to smoke. I got smoke a cigarette.
Probably bored, man. Yeah, the first one is when he had his they found his parents or whatever and they ditched him.
That wasn't his real parents though.
Yeah. They're like, yo, we want the money.
Yeah.
They didn't get it.
His real parents got killed by Campbell soup.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's a rough way to go.
They were they say that they were in the grocery store.
Is it a kids movie?
Yeah.
I want the Tim Burton version. Yeah, that's a rough way to go.
Stop animation then, damn.
Hey, dark though.
I guess.
Rated R. Stuart Little. We need
All right.
Stuart Little in the version of Cats.
Are you bringing back Michael J. Fox or?
Yeah. I'm not recasting anybody. We're bringing back Hugh Laurie, Gina Davis, the kid too.
He's gonna be older now.
Well, he can just live at home.
Is that the same kid? I can't remember. The blonde-headed little kid who was in like the vampire movie.
He was in Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, it's the same kid.
Yeah.
You ever watch that vampire movie? It was like in Scotland or something. I don't know. It's like My Little Vampire. I don't know what it was called.
No, I never watched that.
It was on Disney, dude. It's probably on Disney Plus. Go check it out.
I watched the Interview with the Vampire.
I mean, that was better. It had Brad Pitt in it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Go watch this one first and check it out.
I don't want to see that, man. Not interested at all.
You might be surprised.
I might not. That's the problem.
Go check out that Batman movie I watched too.
Well, it was a short though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think you would actually like it. It's got Predator in it.
What?
Yeah.
This better be in Matt Reeves' Batman then. That's what I want to hear on the news.
I didn't know what to expect, man. It was like Joker was in it, and all of a sudden fucking Alien pops up and Predator, and yeah.
That's Alien vs. Predator 3, Batman.
Should be. It was better than that second film.
Not better than the first, though?
It's been a long time.
I need to rewatch it.
Can't confidently say. I know that it has, like, one of the guys who was in the first Alien movie comes back in Alien vs. Predator and plays a different character, so that was weird.
Yeah, it was the android, wasn't it?
It wasn't the first. I don't know if it was the first Alien movie. It wasn't the first Alien movie. Was it the second Alien movie?
Well, that's what Aliens had, that android guy that I'm thinking was in Alien vs.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Well, I'll watch it.
No, I'm not gonna watch those movies again. I'm done. The only way I'd go back and rewatch all of those movies was like if they make a new one, which I don't see happening for a long time.
I can't see it tying in if they did.
Well, I wanted Prometheus 3. I don't know. We're never getting that, but
Prometheus 2.
Alien Covenant. It's Prometheus, Alien Covenant, and then I'm saying the third one in that trilogy.
I haven't heard of that second one.
What are you talking about? Alien Covenant was better than Prometheus.
That's a hot take. Oh man.
But
God.
Underrated film. I think if Disney decides to make a move and do another Alien movie anytime soon, it's going to be that Neil Blomkamp pitched film.
I don't know if you'll ever see him make another movie.
He's not coming back. They're not bringing him back. But
okay. Yeah. I was like, no, I don't see it.
But I'm talking about like it's going to be like Alien 3 with Sigourney Weaver. And everybody else is going to be new. I think that's what they're going to do for like a new Alien movie.
David Fincher directed Alien 3. So you could bring him back.
No.
No? Oh.
They're not Disney. They're not doing that.
Oh well.
I think they might have offered him Star Wars Episode 7 and he turned it down, so they're definitely not working with him again.
David Fincher.
He was on the short list of people, yeah.
That's a terrible choice for a Star Wars movie.
Back in the day when they were like didn't know what was happening, and this should have been a signal back then where they like had a bunch of people that they were just like asking to make a film.
I would never ask David Fincher to make a Star Wars movie.
Like I remember like Spielberg being their first choice, I think. Turned it down. They suggested he suggested JJ turned it down, which obviously then Spielberg went back and talked to JJ, and then he came back and said he wanted to do it. But in between that, they were also talking to Brad Bird, Matthew Vaughn, and David Fincher, which I don't know why you would go to David Fincher.
Man.
Or Star Wars Episode 7 at least. Like I could see David Fincher doing like a Vader movie. That would be cool.
I don't know. Like looking at his filmography, I just can't see what you thought would translate to Star Wars.
I think he worked on like Return of the Jedi or something.
Didn't direct it.
No, but I think that's what they might have been looking at or something. Because when they were looking at him, I know he turned it down. And he said in an interview, he was like, I just, Star Wars to me was about two slaves, and that was C-3PO and R2-D2. and then he's like, beyond that, I didn't understand.
Man.
So, yeah.
Well, that's cool, I guess.
I feel like the meeting would have been over after he said that.
Yeah, I got to get some lunch or something.
Panera's here. I gotta go.
We'll be in touch, I guess.
Yeah, but that's all my topic. Did you have any more movie news for this week?
It's everything I can think of.
Yeah, I was trying to look through everything, and that's all I could come up with for this week. I feel like the Batman stuff is the biggest news in terms of good stuff that we got this week as far as movie news, and then we also had a bunch of that Star Wars stuff, and I'm sure that more is going to come out over the next week in Star Wars, and we'll be talking about more of it again next week on Happy Hour, because it just seems to be pouring out. No clue what we're going to get next. I'm thinking maybe Han Solo is going to actually be alive next thing we hear.
He's not?
What?
He's not alive?
I think he will be.
Maybe a clone of himself, though.
Yeah, he'll be a clone.
Yeah.
Ben's actually a clone, too. He was not actually real. He was a clone of somebody else.
It was a trick.
It's all a dream.
Hope so.
That way you can just ignore the movie, right? And don't have to rewatch it. All right, guys. That's our episode. We'll see you next week.